Hi all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Claire, for those of you who don't know me. I'm going to apologise now for any background noise because I am filming this while my toddler is still very much awake, so she may well come and want to see what I'm doing in a minute when she hears that I'm talking. But today I wanted to go through something that I've been meaning to do for a while. I have my spider plant, just a regular spider plant that you can get pretty much anywhere. These are probably the most common, easy to find plants. Mine has sprouted quite a few babies. As you can see, these guys are just hanging like mad. I think I counted them the other day and there's probably about 13 of them. So I think it's time to take some away from the mum, put them in some little pots that I can maybe then give out to people. I think with these, because they're so, easy to propagate, they sprout babies like mad. They're quite nice ones to just give away for free. So I think I'm going to do that for some of my neighbours. As you can see, some of these, like some of the bigger ones, have actually already started. Let me put the big plant down. These guys have already started to root. So they should be fairly easy to take on for any of my neighbours or friends if anybody wants one to start to grow on their own. So let's just start potting. So I've grabbed some little pots. I've got what I use just like a little box if I'm doing rooted cuttings, just because it's easier, it keeps things a little bit neater. And then I've got some general soil mixes. I've got a nice little shovel. Obviously I have my plant and I have some clean scissors so that as I'm cutting I can just cut off the babies. Let's get started. So as I mentioned, the baby is still up. As you might be able to see, somebody has decided she wants to join me and is currently passing me plant pots. So she's being my nice little helper today, aren't you, Darcey? Thank you. She can only count to 2. She can't say 1, so I just keep getting given plant pots. So this might be a fun video. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of her little plant pots. And where is my first offshoot? That one actually looks like it could do with a little bit more rooting. So maybe I'm going to take one of the bigger ones to start with. I'm going to grab one of the offshoots in my plant. And this isn't actually one of the leaves. This is just like a long tendril. And I'm going to take it as close to the base as possible. And just using my scissors, just give it a little trim so that it's now separated from the mother plant. It's a little bit tangled. There you go. So as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 babies in here, so maybe I might put some of them together just to save a little space. And then for the next bit, I'm just going to chop on these little offshoots as close to the plant as possible. And then we have 1 baby, and we have 2 babies, and this one's a big one. This one's already started rooting for sure. And no, not 2 babies, 4 babies. So this bit is just gonna go straight into my trash pile. And then I have 4 little tiny spider plant babies ready to go potting. Darcey's now lining them up in front of me, so she's being really handy actually. So I'm gonna grab my pot. I actually have a little bit of soil that I've just got in the base of my box here. So I'm gonna start by using this. I find that spider plants are really unfussy. They're really easy to care for. So I don't ever overthink too much with soil or any specific medium that they might need. I just sort of whack some regular houseplant potting mix in there. I have got a bit of orchid bark actually mixed in with this, and I think a tiny bit of perlite just from the mix that I've been using myself. And I'm just going to fill up my pot quite close to the top, give it a little squeeze down. And then because these are so small, I'm just going to make a little hole with my finger in the pot, just like that. And then let's grab one of these. As you can see, again, roots have just started coming in, and I'm just gonna pop that right into the soil, make sure that the roots are really nice and covered. And then I'm just gonna firm up around the plant with my fingers, just give it a little squish, a little massage down into the soil. And then what I might do as well, just where I've pressed the soil down, is just dribble some soil in the top just to make sure that I've covered it all. And that is all we're doing. So there is 1 little spider plant, baby plant. Super easy. If you have ones of these that don't actually have roots on them, what you can also do is pop them in water and let them root for a little bit before you put them in soil. Or if they don't have roots, they will just go directly into soil like this, and they will still make an amazing little plant. That's actually really cute. I might keep this one as a little extra. I think I'm probably gonna have about 14 plants here, so I'm gonna crack on with it. While we're doing this, I figured we might as well maybe have a little chat. Yeah, that's right. So tell me a little bit about yourselves, guys. Drop yourself a message in the comments. Tell me what brought you to this channel. Tell me if you have any plants. Tell me if plants are a new thing for you. Tell me what your favourite plants are if you have them. Do you have a favourite plant? No, you don't have a favourite plant. Darcey doesn't have a favourite yet. She will. And this one is a big one, so let's pop that one in. I got into plants sort of like, I want to say, I'm sure like many people, quite intensely in lockdown, just for something to do. But I actually was sort of starting my plant journey obsession before then, because a couple of friends of mine had some really nice plant collections, and whenever I went around I used to love the fact that, you know, they'd sort of got hanging plants and things that they'd put in our house that used sort of plants as decor, and I just decided that I wanted to make my house into a nice little green jungle as well. Yay, number 2. And so that was why I sort of got started, because I just wanted to explore different plants. And now, I mean, I think the current total of plants in the house, including sort of cuttings and stuff, is about, I want to say like 85. So there's quite a lot of plants here. Oh, she wants this one. Do you want that one? Yeah. Well, you have that one then. Mummy have this one? Thank you. Oh, you want to come and do some of the potting? Okay, Darcey's going to come up and do some of the potting with me. Here we go. Do you want to say hi to the camera? Can you say hi? No, she just wants to play with the soil. This is Darcey. Darcey fell over on the pavement the other day, so she has a little scratch on her face, don't you? Oh, good potting. Well done. It's also something that turns out she's really into, which is lovely, because we can sit here and do it together, can't we? We put some soil in the plant pot like that. As I say, my plant obsession started in lockdown. I've now got lots of them. It's taken me a really long time to feel like a competent plant mother, because they are not as easy and as straightforward as people make them out to be. I think I also have a tendency to be a little over attentive. So a lot of my plants early on died because I way overwatered them. So a tip that I would give you, especially in the colder months, because at the moment, this is a season when not a lot of the plants will grow. Better to just, if you think they need watering, maybe give it another few days and then water. You cannot give them too much time, because they are more likely to rot if you overwater them and you put too much water in their soil. The roots will have too much water, they won't be able to breathe. And so then they just go all like mushy and soggy, and then the plant will die really quickly. It is possible to bring them back when they rot, but it's quite tricky, as I learned early on, and it was really quite sad. Another tip I guess I would give you, if you're getting into plants and you're not really sure early on, is to check your lighting. So windowsills are a great place to have them. South-facing windows can be tricky because there are not a lot of plants that love really bright direct light, especially because a lot of them grow sort of on forest floors, especially if you've got a lot of tropical plants. Did you get it all? Yeah. You got it all, did you? You're gonna put some more in? Yeah. Oh, well done. Mummy will continue doing this one then. Anywhere that you have sort of a north, east, west facing windowsill, then, do you want some more soil? Yeah. All right, we're gonna get some more soil, is that right? What's that? Have you got your plant pot? Look, why don't we put some of this in here? So this soil actually, considering it's been in my garage and not outside, is quite wet, it's quite damp. So what I probably won't do is water some of these to bed them down, because they're already, yeah, that already feels quite moist. Do you want to pop it in the pot? Yeah. Hold the pot in this hand then. Do this hand, and then we go, ready? Ready, ready? Boop. Can you see? Yeah. Yeah. We're putting all of the soil in the pot. Sorry, going back to lighting. Any lighting where you have a good north, west, east facing window is going to be great. Well, hold on, let's pop the little plant in. Hey, look. Boop. It went in. Pot, do you want to do your one? Yeah. Have you got a new one? Yeah. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm trying to keep the baby. The baby amused while we're doing this. Right, okay, you hold your pot out. Important to have really good lighting for your plants. They like bright, indirect light. So anywhere on a windowsill is really good. If you do have a lot of south-facing windows, then you can always just put plants on a shelf or a piece of furniture, a little bit pulled back, just so that they're not directly in the glare of the sun. and they will also really enjoy that. Grouping plants together increases humidity. So if you know you don't have a hugely humid room, aka not a bathroom or a kitchen, a really good thing is to just put loads of plants in the same vicinity. So have a plant shelf, or put a couple close together. Like I have windowsills that are sort of full of plants, of course, and that really helps them to kind of keep that humidity, especially as we're getting into those colder months. I would also suggest, if you're a new plant mum or dad, not buying too many in one go. I made the error of buying like 5-6 different types of plants in one go, all with different care needs, all with different names, didn't know what they were. So maybe start small, pick 1, pick 2, get on top of their care. Hey. If you can see in my feed already, there is a houseplant video that I did recently on my top 5 basic houseplants, so they're great ones to start with if you're unsure. What do you think? Oh, well done, good potting, sweetie, well done. Oh, yes, it's muddy. Can you say muddy? Muddy, that's right. Right, well, Darcey and I are going to finish potting up our spider babies. Here's just a few of the ones that we did. Happy plant shopping for those of you who don't have plants. If those of you who've never propagated a spider plant before, this is a really good way of just snipping off those babies, getting them into some soil if they've already rooted, or even if they haven't, you can put them directly into the soil. Yeah! And then you've got loads of different baby plants that you can either give to your friends as gifts, or you can keep and have a little army of spider plants. Thank you guys as always so much for watching. I appreciate you liking my channel. I know that there have been a couple of new subscribers recently, so thank you guys so much. And I have heeded some of the comments asking for certain videos, so maybe we'll do a Q&A at some point. I know that somebody asked me to maybe do a video about my life and my kind of general routine with Darcey, so maybe we'll do something like that. But if you have any other suggestions for videos that you'd quite like to see, just let me know. Pop it in the comments below. Oh no! We've just lost a pot with soil all over my lap and the floor, so we're gonna go clear that up. Say bye bye!